Hi everyone, Rory Neary from Data Spinners, working on the Gartner BI Magic Quadrant. If you remember, the aim of the exercise is for us to be able to create a Power App which allows us to enter this data more easily, and then we're just going to visualize it in Power BI. So in this session we're going to initiate the Power App, so I'm just going to jump onto my apps. In fact, this is just one of the many pages that you can get to PowerApps from. So jump into PowerApps down the bottom there, and then we're going to say that we'd like to create a new app. So yep. So what we're going to do is start from blank. That's fine. It's going to be a tablet style. Is that going to be a tablet style? Yes, definitely a tablet style app. So we're going to make this app. I'm not going to bother with any of the start from data things. Just going to start from blank, make this app. Now, I am going to make this as an iPad app. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, well, the first thing I'm going to do is to rename it. That'd be a good start. It looks like it's having an awful lot of fun here. So we're going to skip this section here, don't show me this again, and I am going to do File, Save As, and we're going to call it Gartner BI. That'll do. And I'm going to save this. Now, the bit where we get to tell it the app size or the orientation of the app is under App Settings, and then we go to Screen Size and Orientation, and then we go down to 4:3, which is for the iPad. So this is going to be perfect on the iPad, which is where I'm going to be doing my things. So I'm going to apply that and move back into the app. Yeah, you can see the size of the app, the ratio of the app has changed already. It's going to be a single screen app, I think. I am going to start sort of provisioning the app. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to some data. So I'm going to data sources, add a data source. We are going to go and find our SharePoint list. So I've clicked in there. I've gone to this list settings here, and I'm going to have to snip this bit here. Sites, products. So go on to there and paste that in and press the go button. To be honest, it may have been on there, I'm not sure. And we can see our list. This is our list that we've got here. It is called Gartner. Just make sure that whenever you're creating a list, then that you don't put any spaces in between the name, because it does make life a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to hit the connect on there. So that's all nicely connected up. In fact, you can't see anything yet, but bear with. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some media. So I'm going to bring in some images because I have got a number of years of the Gartner quadrants. So looking at this, I just want the JPEGs, so you can see the JPEGs are here. So I've got quadrant 4, and this is interesting because I don't for some reason have 2018. Well, this is a good opportunity for me to show you 2018. So I'm just going to hit the open button on that. I must have 2018 looking at that. So I'm going to go show in folder. I wonder where that's gone. There it is. It's definitely there. And it is a JPEG. So I should be able to see that. So 2014, I'm going to browse to this again, and I must be able to see that. So I'm just going to go looking for the cues down here. Yep, there it is. In it goes. Lovely. Great. Okay, that's fine. what am I going to do now? I am going to, let's just see, go back to the page here. We're going to insert an image. Where is it? Media, image, and we're going to make it reasonably large because we're going to be referencing this well when we're populating the app. And we're going to do, well, for the moment I'm going to call it Quadrant 2014, but what we'll actually do is we're going to make this dynamic. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to create a little form for us in this area. So I need to do insert, over to forms. We need an edit form. Good. And we need to connect it to some data. In fact, it's easy to connect it from there. Connect it to Gartner. Those are the data sources that we've got. It'll look a bit messy to start with, but we'll tidy that up in a second. Well, this is quite nice because looking at this, the names of the data cards are actually way better than they used to be. So well done, PowerApps team, because that was something I was going to ask them about. So go on to here. I need to do, yeah, so this isn't sort of that easy to see at the moment. I'm just going to make this quite small so that it kind of goes away for a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I am going to click, I'm going to make sure I click on the actual form itself, and then I'm going to go to click on the data bit, and then I am going to tell it only to do one column, and then I am going to make it a bit smaller. Hopefully that'll, yeah, that's fine. Then I'm going to click on there because there's only certain fields I want. I definitely don't want title. I do want year. I've got vision, execution. I've got provider. I'll probably put the provider a bit further up. And I'm not really that interested in any of these modified creating bits and pieces. They're just not that useful to me. Not interested in the idea of them either. So there's a lot of automatic things I've been given that I don't really need. So I'm just busy getting rid of them. You can delete them, but I'm just going to go through the longhand way. So this looks okay to me. Oh, I've obviously accidentally, yeah, there's execution there. So I accidentally deleted it. So now we've got a form. I am going to create a submit button. So I'm going to click on the Gartner thing here. I'm going to click a field. I'm going to add a custom card. It's popped it in at the bottom, and really it's just a placeholder for me to add something in, which is a button, and it's going to be so we're going to do text of the button is submit. And what else? We will need to sort of, I need to tidy this up a little bit because it's a bit on the big side. I'll do that. Make sure this is nice and small. Click on there. I'm going to put a border on there. In fact, the border's probably there already, but just put the area as being yeah. So if you put the you need to put the width of the border, and then it actually appears. Next, I am going to give myself some options on the years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a control drop down, and that's what we're going to do here. The items we're going to do are 2014, 2015, good, fine, and That's a bit of a shame, because what you need to do is you need to actually click on it, then you need to go to the advanced, then you need to unlock to change properties, and then I can literally copy that, move move up there, there it is, and I can paste it in. It was just a Control V I did there. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make the value of this item here I'm going to rename, I'm going to do the default equals, it's drop down, I'm going to call this, rename it to DD year, and we are going to reference that. So equals default equals DD year, hello, year dot selected dot value. Good. And then this vision thing needs to be a number. I can make it a number, there's no harm in that. So I can go to properties on there and I can say, look, you're a number. And I can go to the execution thing. I'd need to go to the advanced and unlock change properties and make sure that on the properties thing it is a number. Lovely. I guess it'd sort of be nice if it sort of had you know, some defaults in there. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because it's mainly, you know, it's in and around the ones. I'm going to see what we got. It's parent.default, which is rubbish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it as at 1.0 of the vision and 1. It's just going to ignore me anyway. 1 as the execution. So I'm going to delete this item here, and I'm just going to borrow this a bit of text here. So copy that, copy, and then go back onto here and insert a label, and over we go. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to change the size, maybe make it about 20, say. And once I've done that, I'm going to go to home and I'm going to bold that. There you are. You're bold. Great. And finally, yeah, this is kind of interesting. So I've linked those two up. So what I'm going to do is I can set the visible property on this to not visible, but you can always just place it over the top, which is fine. Then what? So the next thing that needs to happen is we need to get this working properly. So what do I want this to do? Well, I actually want this to be, I need a variable to make this work, but I think we've done quite a lot in one session. Just sort of looking at the time, it's up to 14 minutes. So what we've done so far in this session, we've set the project up, we've connected to some data, and we've introduced our first image. And in the next section, we're just going to finish it off. So okay, thanks everyone. I hope you liked that. Please like, please subscribe, all those sorts of things, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.